So today we get up. Let me show y'all what happened. This is her car. Yep. That happened. Can you believe somebody broke her window? Now they didn't take anything out of here. They just broke the window. They broke her window sometimes between midnight and 4 this morning. Mind you, there's a car sitting here. So they came into the parking lot, went around this car, and got her car.
Fuck you. I'm tired of you shit. I didn't touch your car, to be quite honest.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. On her new car. He came out and vandalized her brand new car. It was in her parking space by the building. She just moved the car over there because she was like, I need cameras on my car at all times. This is the guy I'm talking about, y'all. Right here. This is the guy I'm talking about right here. This is the maintenance guy. He keep vandalizing my daughter's car. He got a restraining order, but he won't leave her alone. But it's okay. We're gonna talk to the judge tomorrow.
You feel like a big man, huh?
Yeah. You went out there and vandalized her car again. You went out there and you ripped that window off that car. And it's okay. And I got your pictures near that car. The restraining order says you're not supposed to be 100 feet away from her car. You standing right there. We got you.
15, 20 minutes.
All right, Ernie. So I'm hoping this court date thing.
You what?
I'm hoping this court date thing kind of resolves things and lets you know where she's at. Like she's like done. Right now she's looking for an apartment. I'm just asking you not to speak to her. There's no need to speak to her for water.
Chad told me not to speak with her. I said the only time I have to speak to her is like I came to you.
Don't
when
speak
I
to her.
came to you.
If you come to me, that's fine. Just leave her alone. When you follow her out the gate, Chad had already told you not to speak to her when you follow her out the gate.
It wasn't.
We're here right now. We're here right now. So when you follow her out the gate, because she didn't close the gate, that should have been left alone. But we're here right now. So at this point, I'm pretty sure you heard what the judge said, that he dismissed it without prejudice, which means she can file another charge. And he also told you to tread lightly.
That's
so
fine. I talked it over with Chad, and we're on the same page.
Well, she was paying her rent on time. She didn't never do anything. So I don't understand how y'all got here. I don't understand how y'all got here. Her rent was paid by the 3rd of every month. I don't understand how y'all got here. Like how y'all got to where it's going to court. I don't understand how y'all.
The rent's not an issue.
No, exactly. That's why most tenants, the rent is the issue. Her rent was never an issue. So I don't understand how it got to a point where it got here.
Well, I'm staying away. That's all I'm going to do.
Oh, well, I'm just asking you, don't even speak to her. Don't text her. If you got something to say, leave a note. Most properties that I've ever lived in, if the water's going to be shut off, they leave a note.
All I say is my gates need to stay closed.
Is what?
All I say is that my gates need to stay closed. That's all. Right now, because I have contract.
But even before then, I mean, we would come in and the gates would be open. You can't say the gates need to stay closed and somebody jumping over the gate. You said the gates need to be stay closed because somebody jumping over the gate. But if they jumping over the gate, they're not using the gate to come in. So that was kind of like, why would you say close the gate because somebody jumping over the gate? If they jumping over the gate, that doesn't matter. I come in here all the time, the gate is open. I walked out behind Jody, the gate is open. The gate is open. This gate is open. Front gate is open. I didn't even turn the knob.
You dealing with sisters? Sure did. Yep. You know, can you imagine? We all, we bleed bread. You know what I mean? Yeah. So can you imagine your sister calling me all the time about some guy constantly harassing her? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my thing. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to get physical. It was just my thing. Like, hey, you don't have to leave my sister at home. You know,
I understand. You're trying to be the good brother. You're trying to protect her from the harassing. I completely understand that, man. Well, I understand.
Let me just say this one statement, please. It was 2 separate cars. She had a gray Saturn. The window was the passenger back window was bust out. After she sent the text to him and saying, the next time I hear you fighting on your girlfriend, I'm gonna call the police. That's his apartment, that's her apartment. So they live right on top of each other.
Yeah.
The window on the Saturn was bust out 2 days later. I mentioned, the next day, I mentioned the window stayed exposed for 2 days. I said, Ernie, if it was a random incident, with all these homeless people around here, there's an expensive portable generator in the car that would keep your utilities on, where everything plugged up into it for 10 hours and your utilities was turned off. I said, and there are 2 tents. After I told him that, she went out there and covered the broken window open. Those very items were gone. However, her rent check was in the glove compartment blank, probably over $900, but that was still there. Okay, the first time he busted out the windows, and we're gonna say he, I'm not gonna say allegedly, because we went to the store. There's surveillance cameras on that store, on the building, that points to the parking lot over there, and the entrance to this parking lot. The guy was kind enough to let us back where they send Western Unions to view the camera. Nobody ever came in and out the parking lot when her car was vandalized. Nobody ever came in and out. The camera would record it. Nobody ever came in and out, so he wasn't on the camera. The second time he vandalized her new car, which is a royal blue car, the side view mirror was pulled off, not the whole housing.
After I put a restraining order.
But it was parked, the first time it was parked in, the first vandalism was in a visitor's parking spot. The second time it was in her assigned parking spot, number 10, near the building. She has been parking for 2 weeks across the street where the homeless people sleep. The car has not been touched once because it sits under the surveillance cameras. It's only vandalized when she parks it in here. She's only had conflict when her car's parked. She's only had conflict with this gentleman. Not only that, he followed her out this gate one day because the gate was open. Because he said he needs the gate to stay closed because people are jumping over the gate. I want you to process that thought. He wants the gates to stay closed because people are jumping over the gate. He followed her out the gate one day when she left the gate open. This is her father. He followed her out the gate to tell her, well, if you don't like it here, you need to effing move. He's the maintenance guy. On her lease, it says he picks up the rent check. You followed this young woman out the gate to confront her after her and her father walked to the store. He went in the house, she went that way, he followed her outside the property. The owner has already told him to leave her alone. He said outside the camera, and I'm a YouTuber, and on my camera, well, the owner told me to leave her alone, but why are you following her outside the gate, harassing her? So, no, we don't have a witness saying that he was vandalizing the car, but all the circumstantial evidence and the strong evidence points to, and the dates align with. When we went to court, the judge dismissed it. The judge dismissed it without prejudice and told him to tread lightly.
Yeah, and I can tell you the reason why that happened is, I mean, just because the law, when someone commits a criminal act, it needs to be proved beyond a reasonable doubt.
Exactly.
And that's the crappy part, because obviously common sense, one would say that, it's
lines.
this person.
Right.
But
because we didn't have no proof,
we can't always do
no
common
evidence.
sense,
I understand. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's not fair. What would have happened if because her dad confronted him. Her dad said, we need to talk man to man. But what he wanted to do, he started arguing.
So how long have these problems been going on?
First of all, she stayed in silent for over a year. She kept trying to take Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just, as a parent, I'm just tired of this. It's been going on. She's been here 2 years. It's been going on over a year before anything was done.
I understand. It's your.
So this was a frustrated.
You want to help?
I don't mean to interrupt, but everything that you heard is basically what goes on. What bothers me and my family the most is that when we came here, he yelled, "Close the gate."
They was up the steps.
That's lack of professionalism right there. You know, you guys know you got to hold some type of professionalism
on a job.
If you're on a job. Now, the thing that bothers me the most, and you guys can record it and hold it down, I don't appreciate him going out the gate, coming after her over a gate.
Telling her to close it.
Close the gate. You know what I'm saying? You act in a professional manner that way. And the way he approached her is pissing me off, because if you can't handle that professionalism, that means you're going to do it over and over and over.
And why would you wait for her father to leave her side before you followed her out the gate. They was just together.
So obviously he didn't handle that situation right. He should be a lot more professional, like you were saying. That's some people just aren't very adept at their job, and they shouldn't be doing certain things. What you could do is just try to speak to the owner. Of this
We
complex.
tried. She's emailed. The judge gave us a hint of what we should do.
Like a wild animal.
So since this has been persisting on for a long time, and you attempted to get a restraining order, which you did the right thing, you're doing the right thing trying to get a restraining order. What was the parameters that you were going for? Like, were you trying to get a 100-yard stay away, or were you?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Well,
what it was temporary and granted, but
so what I would recommend is purely a no negative contact restraining order.
oh,
So pretty much, because a 100-yard stay away, when he works here, that's a little harder to keep. No negative contact is pretty much if he walks up to you and just goes like and screams at you, close the door, or if you don't like it here, effing move out.
yeah, that's what
He can be arrested.
What's
So-
this point? She's
So try to get the no negative contact restraining order.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. Those get approved a lot more because that just prevents any more arguing. It makes people forcibly to be more compliant, more cordial, and pretty much behave how they're supposed to behave.
Okay.
She asked for no contact. She said, if you have to turn the water off, put a note on the door. Don't contact me. He told me, he said, well, I have to talk to her. And I was like, but you don't. Any apartment complex I would live in, if something is going on, they put a note.
Is fine.
But he keeps
sometimes,
texting her.
Yeah. I will talk to him again and make sure that he doesn't contact you in any way, shape, or form other than leaving a note on the door.
What's up, guys? Today is Tuesday.
Hey, get your ass off of my table. That's my personal table. I told you, didn't I? I don't go sitting around on your car.
But you vandalized my cars, though.
I haven't.
But-
Wait. Don't do that. But it was no need to say it like that. You could have said, could you please get off the table?
See how you like that.
Go what?
Sit on my car and see how I like that.
Go. I don't understand what he said. Did he say what?
Mom, don't pay that man no attention. Let's go.
Go right.